You understand that? Alright, so we continuing Mr. Inky, and we in this Mr. Inky Raw and Uncut periodic table. Parental discretion is advised. Detroit Part 1. So we're in the 40 minutes right now. So I think this is like Part 5. So we're gonna get it. Let's get in it.
Scientifically, okay, after a while you might be more comfortable with these guys than people too. Alright, so it's just showing as your electron moves from an inner valence to an outer valence or backwards, you're going to have energy being released. Alright, you have energy being released. That energy is going to be in the form of light sometimes it'll be ultraviolet, sometimes it'll be X-ray, gamma ray. Alright, this is why black folks produce heat. Sometimes it'll be X-ray, gamma ray. Alright, this is why black folks produce heat. Sometimes it'll be X-ray, gamma ray. Alright, this is why black folks produce heat. Scientifically. Okay, our bodies have a lot more electricity. We're giving off radiation. If we had black folks in this room 100% healthy, Europeans couldn't come in here because the radiation would be so high. Sometimes it'll be X-ray, gamma ray. Alright, this is why black...
So why I'm replaying this is because I always look at my native peoples, my Afro peoples, my Negroes, African Americans, and you know how we might be doing the same thing as the Caucasian or the Asian, and we'll be sweating the storm, man, all going off. And it was like, I know growing up, probably thought it was like a curse and shit. But when I got into this, I found out that our fat cells are different. So ours is called brown adipose tissue, and theirs is called, they don't have the brown adipose tissue because they don't have iron in their fat cells. So what we think as a curse and always sweating is actually to protect us. So we produce heat eternally, and we, in a cold climate, we will still be able to survive because of the internal heat we create. And the healthier we are, the more heat we produce. This is why when you're a baby, if you're dark, you don't need that light because it actually harms you. It's only really for white babies and Asian babies. See, just like his story is his story, just like health is his health. Baby making is, after you have your baby, they subject your baby to things that really only their baby should be subjected to. So don't feel bad when you're sweating. It's a blessing.
Folks produce heat scientifically. Okay, our bodies have a lot more electricity. We're giving off radiation. If we had black folks in this room 100% healthy, Europeans couldn't come in here because the radiation would be so high. That's right. Right. There's science. And nobody can debate that. Dr. Oscar pop up and sit his butt right here. He's going to be right in front like, yep.
Didn't you bring something down about some stuff Dr. Oz was saying?
Yeah, because Dr. Oz is funky. I mean, Dr. Oz, again, all we got to do is just, like I was saying, before we even get deep, we got to figure out what elements mean.
The vaccinations.
Right. Well, yeah, because I got him on video with that. He caught himself out there with that. Because he's on video saying that vaccine is good for y'all, but he's not giving it to his children or his wife. I got that on video. Wow. See, that's another thing about YouTube. When you see something interesting, you got to download it. Because you'll go back in 3 days and the video was removed by user. Right?
He's corporate anyway.
Correct. But before we even get to that point, before we even get to the point he's corporate, before we even get to the point that he's a white guy, and I have a problem with that. White folks ain't did nothing but raped us, killed us, and everything else for 400 years, and we still listen to white folks. We still listen to white folks. In fact, you got to download it. Because you'll go back in 3 days and the video was removed by user. Right?
He's corporate anyway.
Correct. But before we even get to that point, Before we even get to the point he's corporate, before we get to the point
He's a
white
fucking heart
That's how it is.
surgeon.
White folks ain't did nothing but
You
rape
don't want
us, kill
you
us,
to
and
be
everything else
healthy?
for 400 years, and we still listen to white folks.
Fucking heart surgeon.
We still listen to white folks. In fact, if your brother come and tell you something, you be like, well, no, my doctor said.
Exactly.
My doctor said.
Hypocrite. Rude child.
Listen, I had a brother that's supposed to invest in the Amber Institute. Like, look, you know, I see the potential, but I think if you had a better, you know, a little bit more investment, people working with you, you could do more. Like, yes. My man's black powered out. Black power! Black power! Black power! Man, this dude went through lawyer paperwork for 2-3 months. So I was like, listen, I'm done with you. My man was black power, black power, black power. So it was time to get to work. And he was like, well, actually, when I took a look at your tax ID number, I noticed that there was something on your bottom line, and it was conflicting with the paperwork and the contract and the percent. I was like, what the fuck? What did you just turn into white guy? What's black power? Put your fist down. So you gotta get the basics. So before we get to the fact Dr. Oz is white, before we get to the fact that he's corporate, Dr. Oz is a heart surgeon. What does that mean? That means if you're healthy, he's broke. I'm a heart surgeon. I have no vested interest in you being okay. I don't have any customers unless you guys are sick. So you got to look at the whole paradigm is different. He only exists if people are sick. He only has a job if people are sick. The moment we can take care of ourselves, he's out of work. He's never going to get you, Dr. Oz said, okay. Dr. Oz will have you on Dr. Oz's table soon. So you keep listening to Dr. Oz, you can be right on Dr. Oz's table doing what Dr. Oz said. Dr. Oz said eat some steak. Cool. Dr. Oz said eat some potatoes. Cool. Dr. Oz also said we're going to replace that heart when you get 50 with a plastic one. Then in a little while we're going to need to replace that with some. And I know. My mom's just, I mean, she changed the diet a lot, but we still fight. I'd be aggressive. I think I'd be aggressive here. I had to throw her microwave in out. Stop, Mom, I'm tired. Stop. It's over, Mom. Do the microwave out. Now there's no microwave. I told you stop using the microwave. Now there's no microwave. Microwave's done. It's over. So sometimes you gotta get like that though. A lot of times we so worried about how people feel, we don't miss the big picture. If you love your family member enough, you don't care about being their friend. They family. They can't be your behind. Stop, Mom, I'm tired. Stop. It's over, Mom. Do the microwave out. Now there's no microwave. I told you stop using the microwave. Now there's no microwave. Microwave's done. It's over. So sometimes you gotta get like that though. A lot of times we so worried about how people feel, we don't miss the big picture. If you love your family member enough, you don't care about being their friend. They family. They can't be your behind. Nigga, we family regardless. You can be mad at me for a little while, microwaves in the garbage. It's fine. Microwave will still be in the garbage when you're not mad at me any longer. However, you will also be here. Oh no, I think that's the business. It's gonna hurt him in the long run. Microwave still $100, so that's $100 visit every time I come through. Microwave and microwavables go in the garbage. Yes, sir.
You mentioned earlier that if there are no minerals in the soil, the fruit or vegetable or whatever can't uptake minerals and it won't be organic. Did I understand you correctly?
Not that it won't be organic, but it won't have the minerals in it. It won't be as healthy for us as we would like to think. So that is also a huge problem that we face as a deficit when another group of people control our food because they have a different mineral requirement. So like for instance, Europeans don't have the magnesium requirement and they have very little selenium requirement.
You hear that?
But we
hear that? They don't have the magnesium requirement and very little selenium. Yes, selenium is what we need. All of our dirt, our soil is removed. The selenium is removed. Why do you think we're not healthy anymore? And we're not doing this research to find out what is good for us. And we're not the farmers to put the soil back the way it was. But if we're gonna fix this world, if we're gonna be the future, then we have to learn these things. We'll learn what they've done to it, learn what we have to do to it.
So like selenium is life or death for us, and there's no selenium in the soil. But that's not affecting anyone but us. So no one cares about getting selenium back into the food. So we gotta really be mindful and take care of ourselves.
Right, because what I was wondering, under what condition, situation, or occasion that these soils will be minus the mineral that we need. Can anybody manipulate it and cause the mineral not to be there? Can the soil be overused with a specific crop?
That's an excellent couple of questions. Those are good questions. Okay, well, let me address the first part. And let me address something you didn't ask. The soils can be demineralized or remineralized. So we can remineralize the soils.
So
that's not an issue. But we just have to know that they require remineralizing and then what to put in, etc., etc.
Like what I said, we gotta learn the minerals that we need and put them back into the ground.
Now, how the soils can be depleted? Because the plants, it's like a newborn baby inside of a woman. The baby is going to take what it needs from the mother regardless of how much of it she has. So say for instance the mom is at a critical level of calcium. The baby is going to just grab that calcium. Ha! Mommy going to be crippled. Baby going to have calcium. Same thing with plants in the soil. The plants is going to take up whatever minerals are there every time we plant. So every time you plant plants in the soil, when you pull them out, that soil has less minerals in it. And if that goes on for years and years and years, that'll take out all the minerals out of that soil. Now when we couple that with the fact that widespread synthetic nitrogen only or nitrogen phosphorus only fertilizers are being used, because those are the only things that'll push something up. So it'll push something up, it'll make a plant big, it'll make an animal big, but it won't have anything in it. So it'll make the plants grow up quick. More nitrogen you put in the ground. But there's nothing else they're putting in the ground, so there's no nutrients in it. So
my final point now, is there disadvantage? See, in a lot of the third world countries in Africa, you got the Chinese and the Europeans buying up the farmland and usually pushing the indigenous people out.
Right.
So what's the implication of that in the long run, and why is it that, say, we blacks here in America is not doing anything about it?
And that's why, listen, that's why I don't wait to the end for questions. Because questions bring out more info, and then we learn from each other. So y'all here learn from me, I'm learning from y'all. Same time. Fair exchange, ain't never been robbery. Here's the slick part with that. The game they play with that is the international trade game. And that works a few different ways. So, for instance, on one level, you got the superfood hustle, right? So here's the superfood hustle.
Oh, this is the one. Oh, this is gonna be a badass lesson, you guys. So, superfood. This is what they try to sell us, and it's all a big game of commerce. You gotta listen to it straight from his mouth.
You get caught with this all the time. Like, man, you just messed up organics. Now you're attacking superfood. So, dang. Not even nothing.
Super lies.
Just don't put the seasoning on it. You just get plain Raymond noodles. No, but this is what they do in the superfood. So, say fans, I'm not going to try to draw. Matter of fact, we'll do something. Alright, that's North America, that's Mexico, this is South America. Alright, that's South America. There's Canada up there. Whatever. So, Mexico, US, South America. Here's the game they play. Apples grow up here. They're going to go down here where maybe apples don't grow as plentiful, or maybe not at all because it's too hot, and tell other people down there that apples are superfood. You got to get apples because apples cleans the liver. They can break it down. The apple cleans the liver, and all that's true. But they're gonna break it down like it's a superfood that's gonna cure everything. So people gonna run out. They buy apples for $15 and $20 a bag. People from up here is looking at them people down here like, this is crazy. You know, them apples is $4 a bag. No, but this is a superfood. Those probably not the same apples. Got you. I remember when goji berries first got here. Goji berries were the same price as raisins. Same price as raisins. Now you get a little tiny bag of goji berries, $17. They didn't convince niggers. Us. The goji berry superfood. No, it's a red raisin. Don't confuse yourself. It's a red raisin. Okay, the only difference is the pigment. That's it. So you have a lot of vitamin A, carotenoids, etc. that produces the orange and the red colors. Just a different part of the spectrum. It's not a superfood. Okay, there is no superfoods. Acai berries are regular. Like, trust me, people in Brazil is tired of acai berries. They throwing them out. They stepping on them when they fall off the tree. Oh, that's that acai shit. I know that. Nobody's doing it. It's just international commerce. They convinced the people up here that it's about acai berries because acai berries is their gross domestic product.
Domestic
product.
product.
That's how we partner
Commerce,
up. We sell
trade.
to their country. Their country sells out.
Our whole life's been about commerce and trade. Our country has been taken because commerce and trade. We have been subjugated because commerce and trade. Our history has been manipulated for commerce and trade. Commerce and trade.
Country. So now we're buying 6-ounce bottles of pasteurized acai berry because we think it's a superfood. It's pasteurized. All the nutrients gone. It's pasteurized.
You hear that? That was the biggest shock to me when I first found out that no matter what you eat that's pasteurized, they removed all the nutrients. And then I went into it and found out they're just putting it through radiation. They're radiating the fucking food.
So that whole hustle, that superfood hustle. Now, wait, here's the second part. Here's the second part, which is the deadly part to the international trade game.
I got one last.
No, I'm gonna finish. I'm still dealing with you. So you got to have all your questions. You can have 10 more. Don't worry. I just want to get a chance to answer them completely. So here's the other slick part with this international game. When, for instance, we say like, in this part we have to thank white folks for, because black folks we lazy. Right? So when we find out stuff is poisonous, we don't go down to the company and protest and be out front and all that. We can't even afford it. We got to go to work in the morning. Right? We don't even want people to see us out there. Your boss might fire you if you protesting somewhere else. White folks get out there. Let one of their kids get poisoned, they out there. 3 hours. Dad, not in our neighborhood. They haven't taken GMOs, no GMOs here. Right? So we got, if we go out with, I get on their case for everything. So I got to give them props where it's due. When they make things illegal, chemicals illegal here in this country, what they would do is the corporation will start subsidizing the cost for that for farmers somewhere else. Let me give you a good example. The pesticide that they use on strawberries and grapes and stuff in Mexico is illegal in the States. It's illegal. And so it's a known carcinogen and it kills. So it's not allowed to be used in America. However, they will subsidize the cost of that, ship all those chemicals to Mexico, to the grape and strawberry growers there, let them use the pesticides, and then import the strawberries and grapes and sell you strawberries and grapes. Wow. With the chemicals on it. See? Because it's only illegal for the pesticide that...
Now, think about this. When you go into your supermarkets, where's all your vegetables and fruits from? Where they're using this fucking pesticide.
They use on strawberries and grapes and stuff in Mexico is illegal in the States. It's illegal. And so it's a known carcinogen and it kills. So it's not allowed to be used in America. However, they will subsidize the cost of that, ship all those chemicals to Mexico, to the grape and strawberry growers there, let them use the pesticides, and then import the strawberries and grapes and sell you strawberries and grapes.
Wow.
With the chemicals on it. See? Because it's only illegal for them to do the pesticides here, but not to eat the food with the pesticide already on it being imported.
That's insidious.
Because only 2% of the food that's imported produce is inspected anyway.
Right.
2%. Think about it. We don't have enough manpower.
2% of the produce. You gotta understand. There's like 1 to 10 inspectors and hundreds and thousands of fucking containers.
They're importing maybe 1,000 tons of cabbage. 1,000 tons of cabbage might come in. If me and you are the inspectors, how are me and you gonna physically inspect 1,000 heads of cabbage? We ain't. We're gonna walk by the machine, the back, the big thing, smell it, look at a few heads in the front. Okay. We'll find out in a few weeks if it's good. Some people fall down.
Can we get this information out, amplified to black global culture, especially what you talk about in terms of crop rotation?
I'm trying.
Can we implement? Can we implement and amplify this? Because I think most of us realize, don't have to be taught this, but we realize that the African, we put it this way, the black man or woman is the highest element on the periodic table.
Yes, sir.
And we need, as you just stated, we need more minerals. A white person will tell you that.
That's right.
We're the highest on the scale. We're the highest on the scale. That's a pretty mean reference to that. And that's not ego, that's we just talking science.
That's right.
Without the spirit, there's no science. I just want to ask you one question. Guys, what's the best way? I came to this, and I'm really enjoying it. What's the best way, because when you're one person, we need a million of you, to amplify this to the internet? Because the youth are all on the internet, am I correct?
Correct, yes. And that's where I'm
I see
famous on the internet.
See, right. Very good.
Just books, DVDs, study it, learn it, become it, teach it.
Yeah.
Each one teach one, mouth to ear. That's the best way. Me, I be running myself ragged trying to get this information out.
Yeah, because I'm motivated because you're a trusted servant of our ancestors.
Thank you.
So to get this.
You know, it sucks though. Every time you try to teach this shit, like, so much people are grateful for you to help them out with certain stuff. But always your family, man. They hate your guts. They're like, shut up. All your friends, like, I want to hear it.
Down here. So how you want to know how we can amplify?
Well, that's a good segue, because here's the thing I'm trying to do also. That's good, because you know what? I get so wrapped up into the information part because I really enjoy the part what I do. I forget a lot of times the business part. So what I'm actually supposed to be doing here in Detroit is also promoting chapter building.
Okay.
Because we're building chapters. So we have a chapter in Ohio, chapter in Chicago, chapter in North Carolina, chapter in Philly. And pretty much at the chapters, basically what that is we've duplicated the process. You can get diagnostics done there without me being there. You don't need me. Like for instance, in Ohio, everybody can go see Shannon.
Okay.
All right, if you're in Chicago, you can go see Brother Marvo. If you're in North Carolina, you can go see Miss Collins, Tasha Collins. If you're in Philadelphia, you can go see Jason. So this
block. So to me, you're counteracting that.
All right.
So coming out of Texas, I still have people hitting me on Instagram like, yo, you coming to Charlotte? I'm like, yes. I'll be in Charlotte this Saturday. I call up Brother Raymond. He's like, oh, yeah, about that Charlotte thing. Yeah, we went ahead and canceled that. Wow. About letting me know about the cancel. So we got on the phone and bang, and just had to reroute some things and make it happen. All right, so we're here. All right, so this here is where I wanted to pick up and touch on some review. It is affecting our sisters, not quite as much as it is affecting us, at least not on the front end anyway. Sisters are getting on the back end, and we'll talk about that with the hysterectomy, fibroids, and all that kind of stuff. All right, so this is just review, and we are still finishing up.
So like I was saying, we have limelight blood serum requirements. So this is terms of sun. This is the different years, times of your life. So like, say if you're a baby or if you're an adult, these are the different amounts of sun you need per day. And this is if you're a white person, a black man, or a black woman. So as you can see, we need 10 times the amount they need. That's why they burn quick. And plus two, they have to gradually go in the sun to be able to handle the sun. So you can't just go out in the sun, go 0 to 60, spend the whole day in the sun. You have to graduate yourself into getting used to the sun. So this is a graph right here that you would want to take down. If you can write it down, I don't know, go ahead and look it up. It's really hard to find though, but you can probably find it on 40-Day Fruit Fast. He probably got it there.
The book. All right, so here we talk about vitamin D regulating sexual endurance and potency. All right, what we went through kind of already is cholesterol and the relationship between vitamin D, cholesterol, and then all of the other hormones in your body. One of the things we've been taught is that cholesterol is not our friend. Cholesterol is your friend. Cholesterol is your light body. That's where your body stores energy at. You have to have cholesterol. Your brain is made out of cholesterol. Your pineal gland, right? Conscious community love that pineal gland. It's cholesterol. Right? So next time you hear somebody, oh, bad cholesterol, the pineal gland. That brings it home for pineal gland. The myelin sheath that protects your nerves, all cholesterol. All right, cholesterol is your friend. Vitamin D, we know as black folks, we have to have vitamin D. What we do not know is that the sun uses cholesterol to create vitamin D. So if you're on statin drugs that eliminate your body's cholesterol, it's impossible for you to make vitamin D, because cholesterol is the precursor to vitamin D. When the sun hits your skin, it is cholesterol that's going to become vitamin D. So if the cholesterol is not there, you can go to sleep on the beach naked in Jamaica, there'll be no vitamin D for you. Okay, none. Alright? This is very important. Okay. Alright, so you went a little too far. Alright, so we want to talk about these chemicals and what they're doing exactly. PVCs, we talked about PVCs early on in the book. Large contributor to SIDS, and all of the things that kind of fall short of SIDS in terms of disfigurements. That's big with PVCs. Disfigurements, child cancers, leukemias, etc. This is one of the strongest carcinogens on earth. All right, and they use PVCs to make up almost all of, or a large percent of, the things that our children's toys, the baby tub, all that stuff is made out of. So that is the major difference between getting a $20 bathtub from Toys R Us versus like a $180 one from one of those magazines. It's just like, yeah, I'm not buying that. The material is different. So we have to begin to look at the material, and we may have to begin to go back old school with a lot of stuff. We got to get out of this microwave kind of mentality.